Welcome to this video on the basics of Dart. After watching this video, you'll be able to describe the significance of using Dart for building Flutter applications. You also learn about the significance of the main function. In addition, you will learn about various core concepts of Dart, including variables, data types, and functions. Imagine that you were a developer with an innovative idea for building Flutter applications. To build Flutter applications, you can use Dart, which is easy to learn and great for building high-performance cross-platform applications. Dart, Google's versatile and powerful language, provides you with the foundation for Flutter's rich and interactive UI. By mastering Dart, you'll be ready to create powerful and efficient Flutter applications. Note that this video covers only the basics, with more in-depth topics to be explored in future videos and labs. From its core concepts to practical tips, today, Dart has become a game-changer for mobile developers. It is a client-optimized language for fast apps on multiple mobile platforms, which is designed for building user interfaces with features that support smooth and reactive programming. Dart's syntax is simple and easy to learn, making it a great choice for beginners and experienced developers. Let's dive into the core concepts that make Dart an excellent language for UI development. Every Dart application starts with the main function, which is the entry point for the execution of Dart code. It is important to understand how the main function works because it sets the stage for the rest of your application. Let's understand the application of the main function using an example. Here, the main function acts as the entry point of the Dart application, and the print function outputs the text to the console. In this case, void indicates that this function will not return anything. Also, notice that the function does not take any input parameters. However, it prints the output text as "Hello World." Print is another function in Dart, which is a simple and powerful tool used to output text to the console. It is useful for debugging and logging purposes. Here are some key aspects of the print function. Further, you can use the print function to output the values of variables. In this example, the main function first declares a variable name and assigns it the value Flutter. Then it prints the value of the name to the console. Next, let's learn about the concept of variables in Dart. Variables in Dart are used to store data. Dart is a statically typed language, so the type of variable is determined usually during code compilation. However, Dart can also guess the variable type based on the value you assign to the variable. You will understand this concept more in detail in future videos. Understanding how variables work in Dart is crucial for managing data in your applications. Let's explore the variable concept with an example. Here, the var name equals Flutter declares a variable called name and initializes it with the string value Flutter. The keyword var allows Dart to infer the type of the variable. In this case, Dart infers that name is of type string because it is initialized with a string value. Proceeding further, let's learn about the concept of data types. Dart supports various data types including int, double, string, bool, and list. Let's look at an example to learn about the role of data types. Note that here you can declare variables with different data types such as int, double, string, bool, and list. In the given example, int data type declares an integer variable named age and assigns it to the value 30. Double declares a double floating point number variable named height and assigns it the value 5.9. String declares a string variable named name and assigns it the value Flutter. Bool declares a Boolean variable named isFlutterAwesome and assigns it the value true. And list declares a list of strings named languages and initializes it with the values Dart, JavaScript, and Python. Further, the example shows that you can also print the values of these variables to the console. Finally, understanding the concept of functions is also important when using Dart for building Flutter applications. Functions are used to encapsulate reusable pieces of code. They can take parameters and return values. Let's look at an example. The code in this example first defines a function greet that takes the parameter name. It then prints hello followed by the value of name, and finally calls the greet function with Flutter as the argument. As a result, the output that gets printed on the console is "Hello Flutter." To conclude, understanding the fundamental concepts and syntax of Dart, including the main function, the print function, variables, data types, and functions, is essential for building Flutter applications. You can leverage this foundational knowledge to start exploring advanced Dart concepts and begin developing robust and efficient Flutter applications. In this video, you learned that Dart is a client-optimized language for fast apps on multiple platforms. Flutter uses Dart as its language to build user interfaces with features that support smooth and reactive programming. The main function is the entry point of the application, where the Dart code begins execution. The print function in Dart is a simple and powerful tool used to output text to the console. The fundamental concepts of Dart include variables, data types, and functions. Variables in Dart are used to store data. Dart supports various data types including int, double, string, bool, and list. Functions are used to encapsulate reusable pieces of code. They can take parameters and return values. Now that you've learned the basics of Dart, you will next look at a lab that demonstrates how these concepts apply in the context of a Flutter Hello World application.